What's up? Welcome back to Lazy Couch Thoughts. Guys, well, card thoughts, but you know the drill. Guys, we had a crazy weekend. Obviously, there's no video put out on Friday, being a holiday and stuff, but there's been just so much stuff that I'm not going to focus on one thing. I'm going to talk about a few things. So if you see the title of this being, weekend review or something like that, weekend update, just know I'm going to be talking about pretty much everything in sports over the past weekend. That was major news. But first, if y'all want to take a minute, pause the video, go check out the description of this episode. You'll find all of our social media accounts, everything that we do there. I know, randomly I have to remind you guys, I just got to do it, you know what I mean? If you want to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, our podcast, anything like that. If you subscribe to us, you see our interviews already from the podcast, but we put out a full weekly podcast every week on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Anchor, anywhere you can find a podcast, it's on there if you want to go check that out. But anyways, let's just kind of dig into it. Francisco Lindor signed a huge deal just about 20 minutes after a report came out saying he wasn't close. Signed a 10-year, $340 million deal. And yeah, guys, that's what negotiating is. Mets wanted 10 years, 320. Lindor wanted, 10 years, 320. Lindor wanted 10 years, 360. They just met in the middle. That's negotiating. That's pretty much all you have to say. I love the move for the Mets. A lot of Mets fans are like, no, Cohen, before he signed, saying Steve Cohen, he needs to draw that line in the sand. This is a new train. We're not going to give anybody just money for fun. Yada, yada, whatever. But Francisco Lindor is not the player you draw the line in the sand with, saying, hey, we will not be ran over for whatever money you want. No, that's the guy you say, please take all of our money, and then we're going to go back and get more for you to take. That's the kind of player Lindor is. He is a bona fide superstar. And you know what? I don't really have a problem with 10-year contracts, because if the first 7 years go the way that you think they'll go, the last 3 years won't be a big deal. If the first 7 years of that contract, Lindor is a top 3 shortstop in baseball, and you win a World Series or you win multiple World Series, it's worth it. It's worth it right there. End of the story, it's worth it. I love the Lindor signing. He will, just as the Fernando Tatis Jr. signing, he will make back all of that money and more some in jersey sales alone in the next 10 years. Anyways, moving on. Baylor beat the absolute crap out of Houston in the Final Four. And now they will be matching up with Gonzaga, who might have just played the best Final Four game ever, college basketball game ever. Man, this March Madness has been awesome. We get the 2 best teams in the country playing in the championship, and we had an 11 seed make it to the Final Four and give the best team in the country a game and almost send it to double overtime. If you missed the game, I'm sorry. Literally go back and rewatch it, but I'm sure you saw the highlights. UCLA sends the game to overtime. A few seconds left in overtime, UCLA misses a shot, gets a rebound, lays it back in, tie game. Jalen Suggs for Gonzaga, 3 seconds left, dribbles all the way down the court, pulls up from the logo, banks it in, 3-pointer, wins the game. Does the Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, stand on the table, yelling at cardboard cutouts. That was sad to see. It's going to ruin a great moment. But, seriously, it was a great game, and it was a great ending, and it was awesome. Now we get to watch Baylor and Gonzaga tonight. I got Gonzaga tonight, and if Gonzaga wins, I win the Couch Night Sports bracket. I think I'm going to win that regardless. And then another bracket that I'm in with a bunch of kind of sports junkies that I'm in contact with. That's 200 people. So yeah, pretty nasty. I might just know I just might know a little bit of what I'm talking about here. Who knows? Kind of moving on. The Saints, apparently, they're interested in Kyle Trask. And then right after, apparently, they weren't. So let's just address this with Kyle Trask. Do I want Kyle Trask on the Saints? That depends. 3rd round or later? Maybe. Depends on how the first 2 rounds go. 4th round? Yeah, definitely. 2nd or 1st? No. I think when it's this Winston's team this year, if we're going to draft a quarterback, you just go trade up. And you go get your guy. Whatever it costs. If Sean Payton thinks Zach Wilson's that guy, which I do, trade up and go get him. Maybe he thinks Justin Fields is that guy. Go get him. Mac Jones. I don't really want him, but if it's in the top 10 and not the top 5, then yeah, go get him. Go get your guy. But Kyle Trask is going to be development, man. He's still raw. He still has developing to do, and he's going to be a project. He's not going to be somebody that, year one comes out there and play. Even year 2 or 3, he may not be like a really good quarterback yet. Like, this is going to be time. It's going to be a development, and we kind of don't have that right now. We're a win now team. We're win now mode. So yeah, not too crazy about the Kyle Trask news. I don't think it's actually going to happen, right? But I also don't know if it will not happen. If that makes sense. Yeah. In other news, the MLB world is going crazy right now because they moved the site of the All-Star game. It was supposed to be in Atlanta. They moved it because of all the voter stuff going on, and now the MLB All-Star game is moved. That was very wild news to kind of come across the whole timeline there for a minute. Just like breaking, MLB moves All-Star game from Atlanta. You're like, oh, okay. And then you kind of like find out why and all that stuff. But now it's going to be somewhere else. I don't know if they announced it officially. I heard rumors about it being in Dallas, heard rumors being about in, maybe Houston, somewhere like in the Texas area. But yes. In other baseball news, this is going to be so much baseball because opening day happened. I can't believe I took that long to actually say, guys, I really tried this time. But in other news, Shohei Ohtani is the greatest baseball player to ever live. Yeah, he is the most talented baseball player to ever live. I've never seen someone, and we will never see someone who can go on the mound, get you, a 150 ERA plus, throw 100 miles an hour, throw, a 90 mile per hour slider, a 92 mile per hour splitter. Then he can also go out there and hit you 40 bombs in a year with an OPS plus of 150 or higher. I've never seen that before. I would be willing to bet a lot of money that Shohei Ohtani became the first player in baseball history, like in the world, to throw 101 miles an hour and then in the same inning go hit a 450-foot home run. That was nuts. He did that on Sunday Night Baseball. And then later on, the worst rule in sports, the drop third strike rule. It kind of ruined his outing. It was a crazy play, and I hate the rule so much. It is so stupid. Like, my thoughts on the drop third strike rule is, quickly, to try and wrap this up. If you swing at a pitch, like, it's just bailing the hitter out. If the hitter swings and misses for a third time, he's considered out. Unless the ball was so bad of a pitch that the catcher, the person who knows where the ball is going, couldn't even get the ball. Then the hitter gets rewarded and bailed out. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, you should be punished even more. You swung at a pitch that was so bad, the catcher couldn't even catch it. And then because of that, Ohtani gets hurt and gives up 2 more runs after striking out a guy to end the inning. Yeah, stupid. Stupid. But that's pretty much everything that kind of went on this weekend. Honestly, it was a lot more, but those were kind of like the main points. Red Sox suck. They're 0-3. Very sad right now. I will not be taking questions at this time. But anyways, guys, have a good weekday. Yeah, something like that. Hopefully y'all have had a great Easter weekend, and hopefully y'all get a little bit of rest. People in school, people in work maybe not get that opportunity. Luckily, it's spring break over here. Get a little time off in between work and other work. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that's going to go. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Go check out the description of this episode, and go check out all of our social media accounts. Peace!